Okay. How does that look? How do you look on camera? You look
The
good?
same before. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I thought I told you.
Yeah. Okay. Harlem on the rise.
Hey,
Yeah, nah, this is gonna probably be on my YouTube and stuff like that.
that's fine. Put me up there. Tag me.
All right, cool. I want you to face more that way, so that way, exactly, so you look the bomb on camera, you know. People don't care how I
If
look.
one of my eyelashes is flapping, it's because of the wind. We've been out here in the cold, so this is real authentic. I'm gonna snatch them off as soon as we finish with this.
All right, cool. All right, so I don't even know what we're doing. This is like improv.
How do you start?
Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your boy Bosky, and I'm with.
Danny.
That's it?
I'm Danielle, aka Danie, aka Eye Kandy Danie.
Danny's the truth.
Thank you.
We shoot a lot of content together, so I wanted everyone to meet her.
Hey.
So, Danny, tell us a little bit about your brand.
So my brand is Eye Kandy. It's the home of the set girls. We are a loungewear brand, and not just loungewear, we're a set brand, so we carry different type of sets, loungewear sets, linen sets, cotton sets, like whatever it is, we got it. And if we don't got it, we're gonna have it soon.
That's what's up. So, what inspires you to create?
I've always been a creative my entire life. My mother always tells a story about how I always used to go to Woolworth and want to get like glitter and glue. So I think I've just been born a creative. What's inspired me to make clothes and to build my brand, it started off as a passion project, and then like later on, because the girls, they like the pieces, I just added on clothing. So here we are.
Yes, here we are in Harlem. We do a lot of our shoots in Harlem.
Yes.
We're from here. We're natives. And wow, there's a lot of...
We are not a transplant. We took the Regents, okay? And if you did not take the Regents, that means you are a transplant.
Even if you failed them, because you know...
Not if you failed. They were very hard.
Some people failed the Regents and
I
whatnot.
felt it before, and I had to take it again.
Oh, wow.
Perseverance.
Heard that.
Perseverance.
So you had a Regents degree?
I don't know. I had a Catholic high school degree. We pay for that. Reasons
We
or
definitely
not.
do.
We pay for it.
Yeah,
Reasons or not.
we're Catholic school people, you know?
Yes, it's Holy Week.
It definitely is.
It's Holy Week.
It definitely is. But, so yeah.
So you want to tell us, how did we meet? I'm gonna be in charge of the interview. How did we meet? We met on social media.
Yeah, that was interesting. No, you know what it was? I'll tell you what it was. Like, her content would show up. So I film for a lot of like people that have brands, in particular a lot of women that do like influencing
Girl
and
power.
have like clothing brands and whatnot. And since I search those things for inspirations, because clients ask me, I don't know, like, I want to shoot something, but oftentimes people don't come up with ideas. So I'm like, all right, cool, let me scroll and see. So anyway, one day I was scrolling and I came across her content. So I was like, oh, cool. And then I noticed she was from Harlem. So I was like, all right, let me follow her page for like some inspiration just in case there's other people hit me. Not really the ideas of the shoot, but like just to see like what's in style and like what are some cool angles. And hopefully one day maybe I could like work with her and stuff like that. So that was like,
Here we are. Dun, 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 dun.
yeah, here we are and stuff like that. So it's cool. So if you're a beginner, creative, and you want to collab with people or you want to work with people, or if you're an up-and-coming videographer, yeah, just use social media. You can find people in your area and just reach out. If you don't reach out, the God's honest truth is you're probably not gonna like grow as an individual.
I disagree, though.
Go ahead.
You know why I disagree? Because I don't feel like I reach out to a lot of people, or sometimes people reach out to me, but because I'm a little introverted, I'm a little hesitant of working with new people. But, you know, like once you feel them out via social media, like you like understand their personality and who they are, I think then it's more of a collaborative, it could be more of a collaborative effort. Because right off the bat, you don't want to be like, oh, I like what you do, can I work with you? Because I've had people do that to me before, and I've sent them things and nothing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, very early on.
I was just talking about videographers.
Yeah, but it's the same thing, right? Because if you work with content creators or you work with creators in general, like it's a give and take kind of thing, right? So you get something and they get something too, and you guys are working together. So both of you have to be on the same accord, I guess, to help each other out, right? I mean, I would think so. That's just my opinion.
No, that's good insight. That's good insight. But how would a videographer, if they're starting out, aside from film themselves, is interested in shooting that particular product, how would they go about it if they're not able to reach out to the person and be
True.
like, hey?
True. I mean, I guess that's true. I just as a female, as a woman, I'm a little hesitant, especially with working with men. 'Cause
Oh,
they
talk
can be
about it.
I have not experienced this, right? But I always, off the bat, think that all men are just, they kind of a little perverted, right? Don't I tell you, like, sometimes, like, don't be a boy.
Yeah, that's our favorite saying, but like,
don't be a
damn,
boy.
but I'm not perverted.
No, but just, but you never know. Like, men are just men, and as a female, you have to be careful of the situation and the predicaments that you put yourself in because you just never know.
See, I understand that. I don't get mad at that. I like to listen to people and their perspectives and see, how they approach a situation. And, I grew up, growing up in Harlem, yeah, I've seen recklessness and foolishness from all types of people. I don't want to just make it like a gender thing and stuff like that.
Same.
But yeah, see, guys, there's a certain approach. If you want to work with a woman and she has a business, come correct. I have a saying, green before pink. So I protect my money. Yeah, I protect my money. I don't know. People are weird. If you have bills and you're an entrepreneur and you're out here and you have to create content so you can market yourself, there's a code of ethics you should have, right? You should move in with integrity. Your word is your bond. Also, too, when you work with, here's a little secret. When you work with women, they refer you to other women. And in our culture, in our society, in our world, women have the money. Talk about it. Yeah,
And they about their business too. There's a lot of women creators and a lot of women who are willing to pay versus men. And they're like, oh, you could hook me up. Women are like, nope. And especially if it's somebody like of quality, they are willing to pay because they want to get their money's worth. They like, all right, you do this good, I'm going to pay you for it. Absolutely.
Exactly. So that's like some of the little secrets and whatnot and stuff. Also, too, people, when you're interviewing people, well, side note, I got to plug in Dashboard Dialogues. On Dashboard Dialogues, that's where the conversation may get a little bit ratchet. But I have other platforms for different things. But keep in mind, people, in particular men, when you're out here interviewing women and stuff, stop making your content all sexual in terms of like your interviews. Yeah. If you're interviewing someone about a product, how the hell does who they dating come up into play and stuff? Like, please stop that. That is annoying. What happened?
Don't put this in your thing.
Oh, I have to put this because on my channel they're gonna learn. We're gonna be out here. We're gonna talk the real. Okay. Yeah, no, that's just crazy because bro, I watch so many different like. First of all, I support a lot of people that like with their programming and stuff. So I'll watch their whole interview, even if it's like 2 hours long. I'll watch it just to be like, yeah, I support it. And I noticed like this is a new lane for creators where it's like, oh my God, you're like the interviewer. So it's like, oh, so you have to ask questions. The light went, but it's okay. We're gonna keep rolling.
You can still see us.
Yeah, we shining. She's profiling and stuff like that. And I find that oftentimes, I've been shooting in this park lately, and then you just hear there's like an animal here that's just whistling, so it's kind of crazy. You hear it?
Yeah.
Fire. But anyway, getting back to it, I just find that it's like, you guys are so unoriginal. Why are you asking women these questions? Because for men, they're not asking men these things. Like, who you dating? Who's your wife? Who's your significant other and stuff? I find. But it's always that when it comes to that. But hey, unless that's what you talk about on your podcast or your show. So,
right.
So yeah, follow my channel. You won't see that unless it's Dashboard Dialogues, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where we ask all ratchet stuff. I got to shamelessly plug me.
And follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm Eye Kandy Danie, Candy with the K. Follow me on everything.
And before we go, what inspired you to start your brand though?
So I said before, right? My brand was a passion project. I love accessories. My style is so classic. So I will always pair up my style with like necklaces and sunglasses just to give myself something else other than just plain jeans and a t-shirt. I'm always like in a button up or in a t-shirt, classic pair of jeans. So that's what I started with in my brand. And then shortly after that, when I would do like my photo shoots and things like that, the girls wanted to know where I got my stuff from. And I'm like, oh, so you like what I have on. You like how I'm putting this together. So when they were liking how I'm putting everything together, that was like a light bulb in my head. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna add apparel to the situation. And loungewear is really in, especially during the pandemic, and now people want to be cute and comfy, and that's what we offer, cute and comfy loungewear, as well as sets, because sets are so classic. You can wear it one way, and you can also wear it 3 ways, right? Like, you want to get your bang for your buck, especially in this economy, like if you have on a set, you can wear it together. You can wear the top with a different pair of pants, or you can wear the pants with a different pair of top. So we want to offer that to everybody, right? So that's where my inspiration comes from, and that's where it comes from overall.
So, is there anything else you want to say on camera? I'm gonna let it roll because I want to fix this light, get it working again. But go ahead, talk.
I don't know what else to say. I'm really shy on here, but yeah. Eye Kandy Danie, the home of the set girls. We have releases coming every month. So our next release is the cargo set, which is gonna drop April 17th. So if this is being shown April 17th, head over to this app. If this is being shown after April 17th, head over to the site and see what is still available. Last time we sold out, we are probably gonna sell out this time. So yeah, fingers crossed, and follow me on Instagram and beat me to the site.
Yes, beat her to the site, ladies and gentlemen. Fellas, shop for your girl.
Shop for your girlfriend, shop for your mother, cousins, sisters, aunts. I do not have any menswear. This is for ladies. We are, you know, a women's apparel line. Look at that shit. Is that a squirrel or a rat?
It was a squirrel. It was both.
Sorry.
Welcome to New York City. It's regular Harlem stuff.
Women's apparel line, so we don't have any men things, and I don't cater to men. And if you are a man who is gonna come over to the page, you come in, you sit down, and you be quiet. You don't say much, okay? You come in and have a seat for women's only.
She is hilarious.
I'm serious.
Oh,
Don't be in my inbox flirting and doing all that unnecessary stuff.
that's what they be doing?
Sometimes.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm gonna just start sending links. As soon as they start flirting, I'm just gonna send you a link for an item, because that's the better way to flirt, I would think, right? Say, hey, do you have this in a size? And I'd be like, yes, I do. And that's the way you ease your way in. Don't come in my inbox saying, oh, how are you? Nice to meet you. Da, 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 da. This is a business page. We are running a business.
Right. Do you give out your personal page?
No, not unless I know you in real life. Like if I know you in real life, then I'll give you my personal page. But if not, no.
Oh, what is it like working with me?
It's pretty cool. I like that you, well, you know, for the most part, like we're understanding of each other, and you know what I like and what I don't like, and I love working with you and anybody for that matter who is understanding their clients, because once you work with somebody or a few times, you get a feel of the things that they like, and I like that because, well, number one, right now, right, we're outside and it's cold, so we got our shots. You know what I like. All right, you like this, you like this, you like this, and then we're finished. And then I'm like, wait, should we do it again? And you're like, yeah, let's do it again. So I like that you take my direction, you understand my direction, and you give your own input. And I'm receptive to it because your shit is fire. So we make it fire together.
Hey, listen, but I can't do what I do if I don't have people like you. So I don't really enjoy taking all the credit and stuff, because the experience I have with people is the reason why I do what I do. You know, and plus also too, it's going on your page, and you know, all those baddies is gonna be like, yo.
They're gonna be like, who's that? I'm gonna have to plug my boy.
It's all you though.
It's
Oh,
Bosky.
by the way, it be her ideas for her projects and stuff.
Yeah, I have a notebook full of ideas. I always have them, and I always come to him with my ideas, and we execute. This is my execution year. I keep saying it. I told you that, right? This is my execution year. That's why today it was like, all right, well, what are we gonna do? And I was like in the bed until the last minute. I'm like, nope, gotta get up and I gotta get out.
Well,
So,
we did switch things today. This is more like my flow in the park.
it's okay though, because we gotta work with each other, right? What can
That's
we do?
true.
Sometimes you not available, sometimes I'm not available.
That's
and
true.
we work hand in hand and we get things done.
Before we go, talk about that. That's very important, right? Talk about that, because you said that sometimes you're not available and whatnot. So.
Well, I'm a teacher. I teach middle school special education, so my life is, and I'm a mother. I have a 16-year-old son, so even though I look young, but my life is full. It's jam-packed, and I enjoy it this way. It's great having a lot of things to do, because I ask for a lot of things on my plate, so I'm here and I'm eating it all up. So when you have people who are creating content with you and for you, you have to be flexible, right? It's like, what time is it? Wednesday at 8 o'clock at night, and we were out here shooting content.
7:39 right now.
We got to make things work for each other, and because not only is he, you know, shooting my content, but he's also my friend. So, you know, with that, we work together, and if he got things to do, I'm like, all right, bet. Well, you know, when you free, hit me up, and vice versa. And he's very easy accessible to me anyways, or just understanding, I'll say, for when I need him for those things. So thank you for that.
Nah, but lately you be like, yo, why is it taking you forever to get back to me?
Well,
I just
'cause
been
you don't,
busy
yeah,
lately.
well, be
OD.
having me text you and you text me back like 2 days later like I owe you child support or something.
Nah, the last
Yes.
time we talked was like a day later.
That's too long.
You see?
I mean, I could have waited like, it was literally like more than 24 hours later, not just 24 hours.
No, but we made plans
I don't
already.
owe you
Wednesday
child
was
support.
Wednesday, right?
It was not Wednesday until that day you hit me up. You said, let's do Wednesday. And I said, okay.
That's not how
That's
that went.
exactly
It's
how it
okay. You know what? She's probably right.
We're going to agree to disagree.
No, we're
We
gonna
like
agree
this
that
all
you're
the
right
time.
and that's it.
I like
Yeah.
being right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you win. You win.
Girls win.
You win.
Did you see the TikTok? She said,
No.
I met a man and he does what I say. And he told me that he likes doing what I say. And she said, I'm cutting everybody off. I don't want anybody else.
Those be comedy skits though, but I
it's a
heard
skit,
you
but
though.
it was good.
That was a good one. Yeah, no, like TikTok is definitely where.
Love TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. He's on there for fake, but I'm on there for real. And every time he does a video with me, I tag him, and he sees it like 2 months later.
Nah, that's for real. That's actually
true.
factual.
It's
I really don't log into TikTok. Maybe
I'm
I
always
should.
on there. It's
I pro-
fun.
Yo, it's just a platform where I see that people it's just people talking, not
It's
even
more
doing nothing.
authentic though. It's like Instagram in the early days.
Oh, I
versus
see what
like,
you're saying.
people put in pictures. You know, everything is, a lot of stuff on Instagram right now is fake. But on TikTok, it's more authentic. You got
Got
people
you.
up there. Like, I wouldn't be up there. Am I up there in my bonnet? I might be. But people are up there in their bonnet. They're up there in the park. They're just like being the authentic selves. They don't have to put on like some people have to do for Instagram. I don't. But some people have to do. You know,
No,
it
I
has
feel
to be
that.
aesthetically pleasing. On TikTok, it's not aesthetically pleasing. It's just life.
Yeah, no, I see it all. Like women in their bonnets, men with boogers coming out their nose
That's a
talking.
lot. That's
White,
a- you
white,
know,
white
some-
bald
some
men
things-
complaining about the tariff and all that. Yo, it's everything. Yo, this one, I was watching this one video. This is crazy. The dude is like, I forgot what he did, but he said he was complaining how he got a degree, whatever. He said for the last 6 years, I made over $100,000, and now I can't pay my rent, and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, bro, you just sound like someone that wasn't able to manage your money properly. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? Like, you made over 6 figures. And the reason I say that is because I'll just say this. Like, growing up in Harlem, I met so many people, even my parents. Yo, my parents made sure 4 or 5 kids ate every night, and they probably
Money
wasn't making more than
management.
$40,000 a
Money
year, like real talk.
management, Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, also too, if you and your wife is working, you make over 6 figures, even if your mortgage is like, let's say $2,500, $3,000, maybe $4,000, you can still manage.
That's also people living above their means, though. That's what that is, too.
That's true,
Besides
too.
the money management, you living above your means.
You know why, right? They probably got 2 cars and the mortgage and kids. So I
I was about
understand.
to
I
say
understand.
kids.
Yeah, I
Popping
understand
out
because some
kids.
people be dropping like 8 stacks, 9 stacks a month.
And then
That's
you got to
normal
think
for them.
about with kids, it's like, how old are your kids? Childcare, daycare, like all that stuff. That's cutting up somebody's butt, like a chunk of it. That's why I can't afford to have no more kids. Daycare, are you kidding?
Oh,
No.
yeah. I don't have any children. Hopefully I can have one, you know?
You know,
I'm
yeah,
still looking for
God
the right.
willing. He's looking for a lady. Let's put you on the market. If anyone would
not
like to
yet.
date my friend, here he is.
Look,
He's
you see the
single.
reversism
He's
here?
brown-skinned.
You see the
Why, because I'm a
reversism?
lady, I could do this?
No, I'm just saying that's just so
Oh,
funny.
I'm trying
But
to
it's
put
cool.
you on.
Nah,
I'm
you
trying to
good.
put
I
you
love
on.
it. Do
He
it.
got his own apartment. He got a job. The two major
I don't have a
things.
job. I work for myself. I got
Well,
my own business.
that's the same thing,
It
right?
is
That's
not
the
the same
income
thing, but I
coming
hear
in.
you.
Not like a 9 to 5
Yeah.
though. He is an eligible bachelor. All right, now do me.
This woman's amazing. She's intelligent.
Don't do me. Don't come over.
You really are. You're intelligent.
Thank you so much.
You have tremendous ideas.
The cab driver told me that I was too much. Remember I told
He
you
can't
that?
handle that.
He couldn't handle it.
No, he couldn't handle that. You
Then
know.
he proceeded to me and he lied and was saying like, oh, I helped my wife with her business. Like, sir, be quiet, because that sounds like a lie.
I don't know. I don't really, like some people do. You'll be surprised.
Well, he told me that, so he was going in on me basically saying like, oh, like some of the stuff, he never asked me what I sell, but I just told him I had a business. This was right when I had came from my photo shoot.
Okay.
And he was saying like, oh, like what do you sell? Like, oh, like the men that you date, are they like, not intimidated, not upset, but basically kind of trying to say like I sell provocative things and they'd be upset by the pictures that I post online. Bro, I'm
But
in
you
a
don't.
sweatsuit. Like I
yeah,
don't
I
sell
be watching
provocative
stuff.
stuff, but I never told him that because it wasn't his business. But he was insinuating that I sold provocative things and that the men that I would date would be upset about that. Like, bro, what? You're lying. Like, you're just making stuff up. And because I told him I was doing my master's and that I was a teacher, he was like, oh, you're too established. You want a man, like a man wants to be able to help you. Help me. I need help. Like, help me. I need
I don't
help.
know what to establish means, man.
Yeah, like,
What
am
does
I
that
supposed to be broke and not have anything? Like, because I'm a teacher and because I, own my own business too. Like, that's not too established. That's me putting myself in a position to win. And I'm going to do that with or without a man.
Oh, I don't know. Like some of these traditional, like,
It was weird. He was
yeah.
also Spanish. No offense, because you're Spanish too. No, no offense to you, but he was Spanish.
Nah,
then,
but I was adopted at birth, so this
That's
is
right.
this is how I feel about that whole situation and stuff like that. At the end of the day, like if you have, I look at if I have a partnership, it's about support. It's about sitting down with the person, figuring out like what are the things you like, what makes your life tick and go. Because I'm not really trying to replace what you're trying to do. I'm just trying to like add to it, and that light keep going. But it's okay because it's cold out here. Yeah, the Amaran 25. I gotta talk to y'all. But
Send
anyway.
it back.
But anyway, let me fix it though. Go ahead.
But that was
You could-
it. I was a little offended by what he was saying, but I heard him, and I didn't really understand him because what he was saying was not making sense. But I live by the motto that if it don't apply, let it fly, and it really didn't apply for me. So I just was like, all right, bye, see you later. You know, like
I agree.
it didn't apply. Like you were entitled to your own opinion, absolutely. Do I receive it? I don't. I don't, and I didn't.
Right. And yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how people just have these weird mindsets. But yeah, if I'm with someone, it's like, yo, how can I be a benefit?
Yeah.
Obviously, whatever happened to sitting down with someone and just, old school, get a notebook, draw down your likes, your don't likes, your do's, your don'ts, what you contribute to the relationship, what you may not be willing to contribute, and then you guys can like figure out what works for
80-20.
you.
80-20.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, just do that. And then that's a good like beginning, right? And obviously, there's people have non-negotiables, but these are things you could work on and stuff like that. Because again, like I'm not, like for me, I'm not coming into your life and I want to control the whole situation. I've never been that type of person. I just want to enhance what you got to do and keep it pushing like that. Because at the end of the day, this is a shared experience. I wouldn't want someone to feel like I'm fully controlling everything that you do. That's crazy to me, because you're your own individual and you have your own likes and stuff. And I have my own likes. And sometimes they might not be in sync with each other.
Right.
But there has to be respect there to be like,
And
oh,
that's
okay.
okay too, like you like what you like and I like what I like, but we're together for a reason. We must like each other.
Exactly.
That's why I think he was lying. Anybody could tell you anything in a 15-minute cab ride.
That's true, too.
My wife has her own business and da-da-da-da. Shut the fuck up. Are we cursing on here? Oh,
Yeah, it's
sorry.
whatever. I don't be living and stuff. I'm trying to keep everything like authentic and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is getting cold and stuff, and I'm not keeping you out here any
Thank
longer.
you so much. If I get sick, it's his fault. You're gonna
Nah,
have
it's
to
your
send
fault,
me
bro.
some soup.
You got,
Send me
vitamin
some soup.
A, B,
I'ma go home
E,
and drink a
D,
tea.
C, F, Z, and stuff like that. But damn,
I'm gonna drink a tea.
can you believe how many people got like animals out
This
here?
is a dog park. I'm getting a dog. I'm bringing my dog here.
That's a lot of work.
What if I borrow a dog? They should have places where you borrow a dog.
No,
Like,
that's
bring
not
it
even
back.
good for the animal.
Why?
Because the animal's gonna feel like you're not even trying to get attached to them.
Maybe you're right.
I know I'm right.
All right, he's wrong. Okay, we gotta go because it's cold outside. Thank you for having me. What is this called again? Park Bench Chronicles? This is not the Park Bench.
Oh, I
Park
guess
Chronicles?
she came up with the words. I guess
Park
we'll call
Bench
this
Chronicles.
Park Bench Chronicles,
Feature
right?
Eye Kandy Danie.
All right, cool.
Catch me on my website, guys, or on Instagram at EYEKANDYDANIE.
And you already know who this is. It's your boy Bosky, over and out. Peace. Perfect. All right, cool. We off the shit. That was long. Fuck.